been walking for about an hour and a half now, and I've only covered 3 miles. The whole trail is just waist high weeds and grass, and so you're just trenching through it. I think my boots have already given up on day 3 because I do feel like I've got some damp feet going on. But I'm not surprised because honestly it's the ground is just wet, the weeds are wet, the grass is wet. Even my waterproof trousers are going, I can't keep this up. So yeah, it's definitely been interesting. So yesterday I was really disappointed in the fact that the weather conditions were just absolutely horrendous. I got to the point where I actually feared for my life. And that's not me being dramatic or anything. That's a proper statement there of there's moments where you are literally 2 feet away from the cliff, and the weather conditions would just does not support being 2 feet away from the cliff. A lot of times I was just getting blown around. I was just having to use my walking sticks to just keep myself upright. And in the end, I've always said I was never going to, not quit, but I was never going to cheat as such. But I've also said to all my friends and family and people that are supporting me, I've said safety first as well. So I had to make a decision in that moment and say, is this worth my life? So I decided, no, I need to be safe because this is ridiculous. I even started to get to the point where I was like, I can't even walk on the A road because fog had just come rolling in, dark clouds, it was chucking it down with rain, and I just was like, I'm not even safe on the road. So when I got to Whaley Ghost Steps, I went and had a little look at that, and then that's when I decided, right, I am just going to have to get a taxi to Leicester. So I was 6 miles away. I really wasn't too far, but the weather conditions just weren't up to it, basically. So disappointed, but also I'm trying not to be too hard on myself. Don't put too much pressure on myself and just say, look, safety first. You're walking on edge of cliffs, which is ridiculous. So yeah, and they definitely saw me coming, the taxi, because for 6 miles, £29. So that was a shocker. They don't price that in Manchester. Just royally messed up. I can't believe it just happened. I was basically trying to head to the road. So I was following this trail bit up here. So I was like, well, there is quite a trailed path, so people must have been going up this way to get to the road. And I was kind of looking at the road thinking, can I get to it? At the same time I was trying to avoid, there was just a huge amount of sheep, and I was trying to avoid them. I stepped to the side, and then next thing I know, I was just waist deep in a bog. So now I'm sitting here with my socks off. My boots are absolutely drenched wet through, and I don't know what to do. Having missed the one bus that ran that day, and the fact that there were no taxis that did short run trips, I had to continue down the A99, but eventually I did get to the hotel, wet, soggy, and wondering, what am I doing? So after a 12-hour day and about 23 miles, something like that, I've made it to the hotel.